maracas go. Join me and my dad while we explore everything. Remember to hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding! Thank you for watching.
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. So as the title suggests, we have Grim Workshop, another month of Grim Workshop. I enjoy the subscription. I look forward to it. And this month it's a surprise. I don't know what's in here. So let's go ahead and get started and see what's in this month's Grim Workshop. I'm going to open this up. I have my mailing label still on the other side, but I'm going to open this up with the Wii Banter, I think it was called. We got this last month in Battle Box, and I have to say, I've been carrying this. I really dig this knife. It's a fun knife. It isn't a flipper. It's just a thumb stud, but I'm gonna take care of this like this. So I got all my packing stuff. There's our peanut, our lone packing peanut. Keeps it from getting crushed. We have our card, which I will review and take pictures of. So let's get started here. Let's start off real quick with the two survival cards we got. One is cooking method, and the cooking method is flat stone cooking. One thing you got to be careful of when you're using stones is you don't use the ones that are going to explode. The river woks with water inside of them and stuff. And the other one is making a fish trap. So that's kind of cool. So we have these cards. They value these cards at $1.85 each, I believe. Yes, $1.85 each. And by the way, the entire subscription is $20 for the month. That includes everything, shipping and whatnot. So we have this month, it's called a self-defense dog tag. Interesting. Okay. And all the dog tags come with the silencers, the small toe tag chain, and then the larger necklace chain that snap together. And this one, they're calling it a self-defense. It's almost, it'll probably go over that knuckle. You can break these ends off for a point. Kind of surprised they didn't incorporate a bottle opener. I bet that would open a bottle. So, yeah, I guess if you needed to have a little extra oomph in your punch, but that would work. Not one of those people out there getting in fights all the time or anything. So I find if you tend to be nice to people, they usually tend to be nice back. But so that's a look at that self-defense card. And like I said, these pieces break off, but once you break those off, you can't put them back on. This doesn't have any kind of retention stuff to them, so there's that. So anyway, so that's the card, or the tag, self-defense dog tag, and that's valued at $9.50. And dog tags used to be a little bit less, inflation. And then next we have the Zachary Fowler card. I like these types of cards because they have a lot more to them. You got a few different types of things in here. So, close look at it. And I'll edit some stuff in here. So we have some fishing hooks, and these have that little retention. I usually push up from the back a little bit. Break them loose. You got your fishing hooks. So you got some fishing hooks on the card here, and it looks like there's a total of 6 hooks, 3 small and 3 large. you have 3 little lures here, and these are small. You're going to need to tie those on. Oh, and this is nice. You have a file right here. You do have a file. And then you have 4 of these little spring snare trap locks. Now you could use these multiple ways. You can use them with each other. I'm going to pop 2 of these off here. And you can always make spring snare traps. But you can hook this one to this one like this. And then you put your bait on the line so that when something pulls it out and it springs your little trap. So I don't know if you guys can see that. So tie your bait line on there and bing, and then your trap gets sprung. So there's a lot of videos on that. You're going to use these for small game and stuff. I don't even know if this kind of trapping is even legal in California, so there's that. But in a survival situation, you know, you do what you got to do. Next up, we have the little knife here, and it's kind of cool. All right, so there we go. So, and you have a little awl in the middle here that you can break out as well. And I tend to prep these when I'm going to use this, and it gives you an idea of the size. But I'll take this on my grinder outside and put a little more sharper edge on this, and then put it back in the card and put it with one of my kits. So I have that already kind of sharpened, but it is kind of cool that this one comes with a file on the edge of the card here. So you could probably use that to, you know, take off the burrs. I don't know, you might be able to use that to file that down. I can feel that file in there pretty good. So it's cool that you have that file on there, so you could use that. Also, and then the little mini awl in here pops out as well. Maybe I'll do a demo on that. So as I mentioned, I do have another Zach Fowler card here. And this one is a little different, has a bigger lure, files in a different place, different types of hooks and snare locks and stuff. And I took the awl out of this one and put it into a stick here. And I actually used some spider wire, and then I used some of the plastic from using a Grim Workshop cordage maker, and then I melted this down with a flame. So this is very solidly in here. Like I said, I mounted it initially with the string, and then I thought I would use a little bit of that cordage that I made to make the awl. And then you have a fishing spear. So you have this fishing spear, tie that onto the end of a stick, mount it into the end of a stick, and that would work pretty cool. So I'm going to edit some stuff in here and do a little demo. I like to do a little demo on these things. And then I used this awl to drill some holes in another stick where I took the fishing spear off of another Zach Fowler card that I have. That was totally different, but this spear is a little bit different than the one that came on this newer card. And on this one, this one had some holes in it. I used the inner strands from some paracord to put this spear in here and tie it down. And as you can see, it's in there pretty good. So you could use this as a gig, even if you were out there fishing and you don't have a fishing net. Usually when I go backpacking, I don't have a fishing net, and you want to just get the fish, land it, not just pull the line up. You could stab through the fish with this and hook it and bring it in. Gaff, is that what they call it? A gaff hook when you're sea fishing and whatnot. And That way you don't have to worry about the fish bouncing off the hook when you're trying to land it. I've had that happen before. It's terrible. Anyway, so that's a couple little examples. And again, this one I used the inner strands of paracord. On this one I used some spider line and the cordage maker on that. This is an actual wood dowel. This is a branch off a tree in the backyard. So thought I'd demo a little bit there. The Zach Fowler card comes in at $21.95, and that is the cost of the subscription. So everything else is just kind of a give me anyway. And I like it. These are the fun cards. I like these cards that have multiple purpose type items on them. You got it fishing, you got a blade, you got the awl to do the holes, you got the fishing spear here, you got spring hooks, you got a little file on there. I think it's awesome. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, hit like, subscribe, and be nice to each other.